You ever get hooked on an album and think, wait, what's the story behind this? That was me the other day listening to one of my all time favorites, Kanye's Graduation. Problem is, every video I found was like an hour long, and my attention span is basically that of a goldfish. So I did the only logical thing, researched hours, and created my own video about the topic. First, let's kick things off with a quick history rundown of Kanye. His debut album, The College Dropout, dropped in February 2004. Then came his second album, Late Registration, and then, of course, Why You Are Here.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Wrong clip, sorry. So finally, on September 11, 2007, he released Graduation. But what made this album so good? I summarized up into blocks to help you understand what's going on, or we can say, to be catchy, the four pillars of Kanye's Graduation. Kanye's early music leaned heavily on high quality sampling, but by the time Graduation dropped, you can hear a real shift in his style. First, what is sampling? It's basically grabbing a piece of an existing song, twisting it, stretching it like pasta, and making it fit your own track in a creative way. Back in the day, Kanye pulled mostly from the 1970s soul, R&B, and gospel, big orchestral moments and iconic vocal looping through the beat to give that warm, soulful vibe. But on his third album, he flipped the script. Instead of just soul samples, he dove into the 80s and 90s electronics, synths, and pop. These weren't just background hooks, they built entire intros and gave the song a brand new edge. One of the most famous examples, the Daft Punk classic Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, which Kanye transformed into his own attempt, which you already know is Stronger. We didn't just get Graduation. 50 Cent dropped Curtis the very same day. Before those albums even hit, the hype was insane. A full showdown, a sales battle, and a clash of ideas. You may ask, why does this matter? Because it highlights exactly how Graduation broke away from the rest of the year. Hip hop back then wasn't the genre hopping playground we know today. It was about toughness, raw street life, and hard truths. Kanye flipped the formula. He brought vulnerability and real emotions, proving that the everyday listener, the regular Joe, could connect just as deeply as someone from the streets. And in the end, Graduation crushed it, outselling Curtis by a wide margin and blowing the doors open for a more diverse hip hop sound. Kanye's experience with U2 and Rolling Stones made a huge mark on him, and that's where the idea of stadium hip hop was born. Back in the 2000s, most rap was built for clubs, car stereos, and lowriders. Tight beats meant for small spaces. That was not stadium hip hop. It's bigger, grander, and built for massive crowds. Think like Atom like energy, simple but powerful hooks, and repetition that thousands of people can chant at once. This new sound design hit hard, and Kanye ran with it, soon packing arenas and stadiums across the world. The art style and the whole universe around it was a huge deal, pulling in fans from all over the world. The cover for Graduation was created by the legendary Japanese contemporary artist Takashi Murakami. Their collaboration alone was massive, bridging hip hop and high art in a way nobody had really seen before. Murakami's signature style, called Superfect, perfectly matched the album's vibe with its vibrant, psychedelic colors. And then there's the iconic Dropout bear, a symbol of Kanye's new era. Bold, confident, finally graduated. But Murakami didn't stop at the album cover. He built an entire animated universe, from a full cartoon storyline into the CD booklet to the now famous animated music video for Good Morning. It expanded the world of Graduation and craved it into perfection. Graduation wasn't just another great album, a way to defend Kanye from all his, let's say, controversial opinions. It marked the end of an era and the start of something entirely new. This ambitious project redefined hip hop, cracked open the genre's boundaries, and cleared the path for future heavyweights like Travis Scott and Drake. Yes, Kanye is still one of the most controversial figures in music, and I completely understand at this point if you can't distinguish art from the artist. But what he achieved with graduation, that's pure musical history, a moment that changed the sound of a generation.